The primest of examples of why you don't go to a party uninvited can be found in Deadly Invitations, a Tubi original directed by Monica Mitchell, who's done films like Brazen and television shows like Virgin River. Check out our IMDb page for the full list of her work, and comes to us from the writers of Festival of the Living Dead. Oh joy, oh bliss. Whatever, people are getting work, that's always a good thing. Festival of the Living Dead at least started out good. You can check out my review of that. So this centers around a mother named Alex, played by the incredibly attractive Natalie Brown, I just want to say, who moves her daughter, Nicole, played by Lola Flannery, to just any town, USA. It's actually in Canada. By Christ, can you tell? Taking a look at the locations, not knocking. It's just very obviously a Canadian production. Look at the mountains. Look at the fact that Dudley Do-Right's out there in the distance. No, I'm kidding. I actually think there are some terrific Canadian productions. I just had to throw out a little bit of that because I'm kind of close to the Canadian border. Nevertheless, enough about Canada. So we have Alex, we have Nicole. We have a bit of a backstory about why they are in this new area. The man of the house, the father, passed away through tragic circumstances, and it has haunted both of them because it was very recent. So Nicole also has some kind of thing in her past that necessitated them moving here. There's a bit of a social commentary about how social media can affect people's mental health, especially young people. They get so attached to it. They get so into it. They feel that they have to be on top of every goddamn thing, and if they're not, and if they piss off their fans, or if they aren't the picture perfect social media encapsulation of whatever on camera, then they will be forgotten about, or ostracized, or banned, or whatever the terms are that the kids use these days. Wait, that's just clickbait unfollowed. Thankfully, this is at least a little bit more grounded in reality than clickbait unfollowed. That's another Tubi original. You can check out my review of that. This has to do basically with Nicole getting caught up in a seedy underground party scene where everybody's wearing the fancy, bedazzled Zorror masks, as I call them. And she meets a man named Mr. Smile, played by Aaron, or also named Aaron, played by Lincoln McGowan, which just sounds like a name way too snooty to be in this. And he ends up basically saying, hey, there's something going on here at this party. I need your help. Because it turns out influencers are dying. Influencers that have been part of this party scene, and they're dying under mysterious circumstances. Okay, one does that we see in the beginning, and then we find out this actually has been going on for a bit. And thankfully, Alex, Natalie Brown, is a journalist, a freelance journalist, and she teams up with a man named Gabe, Nick Andrews, without the K, without the C, get the C out. We will see you later, third letter of the alphabet. Why it's over there, I have no idea. Nevertheless, it's your typical murder, mystery, suspense movie with... That's about it, really. There's not a lot going on here in the sense that nothing's really fully fleshed out. I will explain. There are things that could have worked if there was a bit of focus, but we get this one character doing something that, is totally a red herring. We get somebody over here that seems like they're virtuous, and then we also get acting that... Look, to be perfectly honest, I didn't expect much from this movie, but there were moments in this movie where I'm like, okay, that's the best take that they could go with? Really? That's the best take? It's obviously low budget. It's obviously not meant to be taken totally seriously. The problem is, the movie takes itself so goddamn seriously, and given the subject matter and the eventual reveal that isn't shocking at all, yeah, you want to take shit seriously. There were some unintentionally hilarious moments, like some of the attack scenes, which made me laugh. But yeah, the mystery of the whole thing is not surprising. None of this is surprising. And yeah, just from there, we just basically find out that, the people that we thought were involved actually were involved, and then let's just throw everything at the goddamn screen as far as twists, as far as revelations, as far as whatever in the last 15 minutes. Tubi originals love doing that. It seems to be an earmark, a hallmark, a staple, possibly staples in the goddamn head to protect the fact that they were recently lobotomized movies, but let's move on from that. It is what it is. It's not the worst movie I've seen this year. It is a basic bitch, as it were, as far as a concept, as far as execution. The actors try. Lola may have a future, possibly in horror movies. I actually think she could do that. And Natalie Brown has been in quite a bit of stuff, but it is what it is. It's just, I just find it so funny they just go with plot conveniences as far as, this character actually wasn't as bad as you thought. Yeah, Yeah, it is what it is. It's on Tubi if you want to check it out. Tubi's an ad-based streaming service. Put up with some ads, you get films like this and better ones. 3, 2, 1, spoilers. So, yeah, there's a woman named Delilah. She ends up trying to leave a party. She ends up crashing on this bridge. This bridge that also, was the site of the death of Alex's husband, Nicole's father. And actually, for whatever reason, something happened. Now, maybe he was involved in this whole goddamn thing. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe they just edited that shit out because this movie was like an hour and like 27 minutes. So it was what it was. We get the opening credits of weird pop music, people in bedazzled Zorror masks, and black and white shots and doo-doo-doo. Yeah, the crash scene was kind of silly with Delilah. Hey there, Delilah, we know that you can't drive a stick shift, but you went over the cliff and now you're caught in the ravine. Oh, no. It seems that Delilah had to go. Ooh, messy opening. Okay, I'm done. I don't know why I decided to go with it. I don't even remember what band sang Hey there, Delilah. Rachel suddenly shows up all happy because she says, oh, Alex and Nicole just seem like the nicest people. And Rachel's just so over the top and you're like, okay, she's the villain. No, she's actually not. They make it seem like she's the villain, but she's not. Yeah, Nicole must rebuild her reputation for whatever reason. Maybe she snapped on social media. Maybe she just got incredibly bored, like I did, watching Deadly Invitations. Look, everybody tried, but I found this movie excruciatingly dull. Gabe was Delilah's manager, and turns out he's in on the whole goddamn thing. You have the Mr. Smile character, and look, I don't know how old the actor is that played Mr. Smile / Aaron, but there was an implied romance between him and Lola, Nicole, and according to IMDb at least, I believe Lola was born in 2005, which, even if this movie was hacked out at the end of 2023, and I can't imagine this movie took that long to basically edit and put together, that still puts her at 18, and that actor is at least in his mid to later 20s. I mean, maybe not, I don't know, but that's just a tiny little bit creepy, just a little bit. Anyway, so there's angst between the mother and daughter. She finds a QR code thing from this wallet that the mother stole from the scene. It turned out to be Delilah's wallet. Gabe also just happens to conveniently be there and say, oh, I saw you were on the scene. Oh, you're a freelance journalist. Oh, that's convenient. So basically, it breaks down to Mr. Smile. That's the name that Aaron gives himself. He's like, hey, I'll help you. And he's got a weird smiling, V for Vendetta mask. Remember the sleep of November. It felt like I was going to sleep till November after watching this. I cannot emphasize anymore how excruciatingly dull this movie is. They try, but it is really, really bland. There's about 45 minutes of material for a near twice as long of that length. No. So, Gabe offers to help Nicole during all this, while this partying's going on, all this. We then see, Gabe saying, hey, I'll, get your daughter a big part as a, in an action movie, and she does an audition, and everything's going well. Obviously, it's Gabe pulling the strings, because all this stuff that's going on at this party, it turns out that they're trafficking women and auctioning them off. Why? Why not? Maybe not while trafficking, actually, technically, but that's basically what the whole plot is. There was this earlier part where Gabe gave these chocolates, these chocolate-covered cherries to Alex and Nicole. Nicole had referred to earlier when she was having a drink. Nope, can't. There's a cherry in it. I'm allergic. So the cherries were drugged, so it actually would have ended up killing her. She actually was allergic, but the mother eats them while drinking some wine with Rachel. And Rachel's trying to warn her, no, you shouldn't do this. You need to back off. They're going to hurt you. Who's going to hurt you? It seems like Rachel's in on this because she's being really creepy. No, it turns out Rachel actually is an undercover cop. No, really, that all gets revealed within the last few minutes. Rachel being the undercover cop, Gabe being in on the whole goddamn thing, and we're just going to wrap up everything in a nice, messy bow that could be easily undone. Then hopefully put over our eyes so we never have to watch Deadly Invitations again. Every cliche thrown at the screen, other words and loud noises. And yeah, they basically end up having to rescue Nicole from this party. It turns out that Gabe set up this whole meeting with this other influencer a little bit earlier, Julia Knight, who appears for a few seconds and then is killed. And then the mother's attacked by Gabe, but she doesn't see him. And then Nicole's rescued. Rachel helps, get, put this, like, narcon or whatever the hell it is to wake Alex back up. Like, oh, no, you're okay. You're totally fine. Wakes her up, and then they manage to get, Nicole away from Gabe after she stupidly runs to him, not realizing that Gabe was in on this whole goddamn thing. She steps on his foot. He gets shot, and then the mother broke the story. She's a famous journalist, and the daughter's in school, and... whatever. Just whatever. Again, germs of ideas here, but just nothing good. Nothing good. It was not good. I'm sorry, F. It gets an F. Agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ricklin. I'll see you soon.